Good morning. I am here with Dr. Jay Sordean, who is the author of 2 best-selling books on the brain. Thank you for coming, Dr. Sordean. Good morning. So your personal mission is to combat Alzheimer's.
My mission is to prevent 1 million cases of Alzheimer's. Ronald Reagan, Margaret Thatcher, and Nelson Mandela all had Alzheimer's. 1 in 3 Americans dies with dementia, and 1 in 8 Americans has Alzheimer's. It is devastating.
So I was reading some of the statistics that you did send me, and it is especially with some of those well-known people. So for people at home who are thinking, well, wow, this could happen to them, what are some of the things that you personally believe, could actually prevent from maybe going down this road?
So a lot of science is proven for, number one, something I call the John Belushi.
Okay.
He was a very large man.
Right.
And fat. Obesity is directly related to Alzheimer's and dementia. Kaiser Foundation Research Association decided that. They found out all the research. So losing weight and dealing with obesity is number 1 thing that's very important to help prevent Alzheimer's.
Great. And number 2?
Number 2 is what I call Prince Charles. Now, in a lot of the shows or a lot of pictures, his teeth don't look that good. Well, dental health care is very important. If you allow your teeth to get inflammation, eventually that bacteria can go up through the sinuses to the brain and cause leaky brain syndrome.
So that's a really good point. So a lot of people automatically think when they think dental health, it's more cosmetic and cavities, but not necessarily.
It's systemic, and it can cause inflammation in the brain if you don't take care of your teeth and your gums. Very important thing to do.
Very important. Thank you. Okay. And then
the third one is what I call the 3 Stooges. They used to hit each other in the head with 2x4s and things like that. And that kind of impact on the brain, or even running your head into like a countertop or in the kitchen. You run your head into something, that can cause damage to the meninges, which surrounds the brain and the spinal cord, and that's all the fluid, all the blood, all the cerebral spinal fluid flows through there, and you can get injuries to that, and that'll cut off blood flow to the brain. That's not a good thing. You need blood flowing to the brain properly. So injuries, dealing with injuries as soon as you can is very important.
So so these are the 3 major factors.
That's correct.
And leading up to this, what I thought was interesting, we're going to circle a little bit back around to obesity and glucose.
Yes.
Just for the sake of time, if we could talk a little bit more about sugar and inflammation.
There are
in the brain.
4 kinds of diabetes, actually: type 1, 1.5, 2, and 3. And type 3 diabetes is a type of diabetes directly related to Alzheimer's. So managing blood sugar is a key component of keeping your brain healthy.
Interesting. So type 3 diabetes, I'm really glad we talked about that. And I would like to talk more about this with you later on the Facebook Live.
Let's do that, Rose.
Yes, and for sake of time, we're going to wrap up soon. And is there any last thing before we go about Alzheimer's besides these 3 factors that you think, because there is no cause and there is technically no cure?
There are many causes, and there are many influences in the environment: toxic metals, pesticides, things of that nature. So eating as organically as you can to avoid getting those toxins in the body, because they do damage the brain and the nervous system.
Great. Well, thank you. For sake of time, we're going to wrap it up, but we will be doing a Facebook Live. So coming up after the break, we'll have all the stories you need to know ahead for your day.